And we begin with that breaking news. Israel says its forces have recovered the bodies of 3 hostages from Gaza. They've been named as Shani Louk, Amit Buskila, Itzhak Gelerenter. All 3 had been at the Nova Music Festival in southern Israel when it was attacked by Hamas on the 7th of October. Well, Israel's chief military spokesperson Daniel Hagari briefed reporters a short time ago.
They were celebrating life in the Nova Music Festival, and they were murdered by Hamas. Their bodies were transferred to medical professionals for forensic examination and identification. After the procedure was completed, we notified their families. Our hearts go out to them, to the families, at this difficult time. We will leave no stone unturned. We will do everything in our power to find our hostages and bring them home. We will not rest until we do.
Let's go straight to Jerusalem. Join our Middle East correspondent Alistair Bunkle. Alistair, what more do we know about these 3?
We know that the 3 of them were killed, according to Israeli intelligence. They're very sure that they were killed at the Nova Music Festival on October the 7th, and then their bodies were taken back into Gaza and held there. There's video at the time of the body of Shani Louk, one of those found last night, that was one of the more sort of infamous pieces of video from that October the 7th massacre. She was believed to have been dead some months ago. They determined that, but have only just now found her body and the body of 2 other Israeli hostages. This was a joint IDF and Israeli intelligence operation that took place last night. They found them in and around the city of Rafah. Now, one of the justifications, the Israeli justifications for going into Rafah, is that it is where they believe many of the hostages are being held, either dead or alive. The logic is that as the Israeli military has pushed through Gaza, pretty much kind of from north to south, the hostages would have been moved. And so the thinking is, within the Israeli military and Israeli government, is that there are more hostages being held inside Rafah. And I'm sure the discovery of these 3 bodies will probably, if I can put it like this, encourage them in that respect, because there are hostages still alive. There have been hostage videos released by Hamas in recent weeks. So the belief is that there is a large number of hostages still alive. And so the Israeli military will be hoping that if they're right, they are in Rafah and they will be able to find them alive. But in this case, in this operation, sadly, the bodies they found were the dead bodies of these 3 hostages, and the families have now been notified.